so I wanted to stop and do a quick intro and let y'all know what today's video is going to be about. It is summer break, so you're going to hear lots of noise in the background with all 4 of my kids home, but today's video is going to be about sharing some tips and ideas with y'all about small house organization and how I organize things. So hopefully I can give y'all some ideas on how you can organize your house, your kids' things, your kids' toys, your blankets and stuff. We don't have a coat closet, we don't have a linen closet. Our closets in the kids' bedrooms are so tiny and we don't have very much space to work with. So I've just been creative and came up with some ideas. If you're a regular, you have already seen or heard me talk about some of these ideas, but let's go ahead and jump in. I'm gonna be cleaning each room before I share the organization ideas with y'all. So we're gonna start with the kitchen. I'm gonna move into the living room. We're gonna go to the laundry area, both of my kids' rooms and my bedroom a little bit. So there is so much in this video. It's gonna be jam-packed full. So let's go ahead and get started. I have mentioned that over here by my microwave is a catch-all space and it is so bad. This is where we just throw everything. So over here beside my microwave, I have this brown container that I got from Target. I got it last year for back to school, for organizing my kids' back to school papers for when I'm busy and they need to hand me important papers, so that all of our mail and important papers can be put in that basket instead of thrown all over the counter or laid on top of the microwave. And it is one thing that has been working for me so well. Instead of just coming in and being so busy, not knowing what to do with all the papers in your hands, you just put them all in that container until you have time to go through it later. And I like to have them in this container instead of throwing them in a drawer or going and putting them in my bedroom somewhere where they could get buried underneath other stuff, because that way I can see it and I can be reminded that I have papers to go through when there is papers in the container. So I wanted to switch my glassware and our plates with these 2 cabinets, just because this other cabinet is so much bigger and I have so much more like glass and plasticware to fill up this space. So I just wanted to switch these and it works out so much better for me. So this smaller cabinet over here by the stove, I'm going to put all of our plates and the kids' plates, and then over on the other cabinet we're doing like my plastic bowls and all of my lids and all of my glassware. And then over my stove in those 2 cabinets is where I like to keep like my strainers and measuring cups and things like that. So I'm going to switch to these 2 cabinets. We're also going to go through my medicine container here in a minute. I have a medicine cabinet on top of my spice rack. My kitchen is honestly like the biggest room in my house. I have the most storage in here, so some of my cabinets have non-kitchen related items in them. Like some of the bottom cabinets just have some random things, but for the most part I know where everything is and everything is organized, everything is decluttered, and I only keep things that I actually use. So let's go ahead and switch these cabinets. We're going to clean the kitchen, we're going to go through the medicine, and I'm going to show y'all how I organize my adult medicine and my kids' medicines without getting those mixed up.
Why do I fall back to you? Really nothing I can do about it. Why do I fall back to you? It's like you're a drug to me, I can't quit. It's not like we're still 22, trying something new, just a pastime. I don't think that we ever could work this out. None of it makes sense, there's no reason why I still fall back to you.
As for the top of my refrigerator, I know that the top of the pantry and the top of the fridge could be extra storage, but I cannot stand the way that it looks when there's bags and boxes of cereals and bottled waters up there. So I try my hardest to keep it decluttered. We do not have a walk-in pantry, so I do have this cabinet from Lowe's, which is an awesome idea. We've had it for years. It's actually 2 cabinets. There's a large cabinet and a small cabinet pushed together to make one pantry, and it is an awesome idea. And there's a baby lock on it, y'all, because my 2-year-old will open it up and get all kind of stuff out and strew everything around and open up everything, so we have to keep that locked up. My biggest issue with buying in bulk is not having anywhere to put it. I don't have a ton of storage. I don't have a walk-in pantry to put it all in there. So whenever I buy my groceries, I try to just buy groceries every week, just what we need. And I know that you can save money with buying in bulk, and I do that sometimes, but I just cannot stand the clutter of everything being lined up in the floor or piled up on top of my refrigerator. It does happen, but I don't specifically like it. So we're moving on to my cabinet over here. This is my spice cabinet. The middle cabinet is the medicine, and the top is where I just keep my sweet tea bags and the extra salt and pepper and stuff like that. So I got this basket from Target. You can get baskets from anywhere, y'all. Target, Dollar Tree, Walmart, thrifting. I love using baskets all over my house. It hides clutter and it contains things. So this little container here is where I keep all of the kids' medicine, and then just in the main part of the basket is where I keep all of the adult medicine. So I just wanted to give that a good wipe down and declutter through the medicine, throw away anything that is expired or pretty much empty, and just get this back to square one. I personally like to keep my adult medicine and my kids' medicine separate because I don't want to accidentally give my kid adult medicine or be looking for something my kid needs and it's mixed in with all the adult medicine. So I just take this little container. I believe I got that clear container from the Dollar Tree. I think I did for like $1, but I like to keep all of the kids' medicine specifically in this container so I can find everything more easily. And this is also where I keep my first aid kit. I have a green bag that has band-aids and Neosporin and all that inside of it, so I just like to keep all of this stuff together in a good spot in my home where it is accessible and easy to get to in an emergency situation or in the middle of the night when my kids don't feel good and they need some Tylenol or something. I know where everything is. Going through all of my cabinets, just the ones that I needed to take care of today. And I have this spice rack for my spices. It's like bleachers for your spices, and it also extends. You can open it, make it wider or shorter. My dishes fit so much better in the switched cabinets, and everything is looking so much better and feeling so much less cluttered. So let's go ahead and finish cleaning up this kitchen. I'm also going to share my silverware drawer with you guys. So I have this bamboo silverware organizer that can get bigger or smaller to fit your drawer, and I love it so much. I've had the spice rack and my silverware drawer for years, and I highly recommend them, but I will have these both linked down below in my description box. 5-year-old was begging me to play with that excavator, and I had it on the counter because I needed to charge it, and so I finally got around to charging that up, so he's going to go play with that. Next, we are going to head into my dining room. So as far as a playroom, y'all know we don't have a playroom in my house, which I absolutely need. I do have 4 kids. One of my kids is a teenager. The others are 2, 5, and 7. So it would be awesome if we had like a big basement or a big playroom or even a garage to store some of our toys, but we just figure out, what works best for us in our home, and this is what works best for us. I found this cabinet off of Amazon. I'll link it below for y'all. It has been a game changer for me. I just have it set up in my dining room. My dining room kind of seconds as a little playroom for my kids as well as a dining room, because they use the kitchen table to do arts and crafts as well as eating their meals. And I have this amazing art caddy that I have shared multiple times. It is amazing. I really, really love it, and I will link this below for y'all. The top of it holds all of their scissors and markers and colored pencils, all of their art supplies, and in the bottom is where I keep all of their paper and all of their coloring books. This would be really good for keeping your homeschool curriculum or just your kids' coloring books, and if you have projects throughout the year when your kids come home from school for homework, you have everything in one place. We keep our devotionals in here also. I try to do our devotionals daily. The kids do 1 page out of their devotional every day. My teenager also has a devotional, but hers is for older kids. I will again link our devotionals down below as well. Organizing the kids' art supplies has always been something that I struggled with. I felt like everything was everywhere all the time, but I love that I can keep everything in one place with this art organizer. The purpose of the activity cabinet is for Play-Doh, for paint, for puzzles, for any activities they have that have lots of small pieces. They have this really fun rubber band toy. It's got little pegs on it, and you stretch rubber bands over it to make pictures. So obviously I don't want Play-Doh and rubber bands and all that in the kids' bedrooms. So this activity cabinet is an awesome idea for storing things like that. And inside the activity cabinet, I have these really cute scalloped baskets. I think they are so cute. I will link what I can down below, and also I do have an Amazon storefront where I earn commission, so if y'all are interested in shopping my storefront, it has lots of things that I love. I will have my Amazon storefront linked down below in every video. I have mentioned that I want to get the kids another art easel simply because this one does not fold up and I do not have the room for it. And we have stomped our toe on it a few times because it is just kind of sticking out in the way. So I found another one that folds in half that's basically the exact same art easel. It's just the other one folds in half that I will be getting soon, but I will go ahead and link that new art easel down below if y'all are interested in it. I plan to fold it up in half and stick it between the activity cabinet and the wall in this space here, and I have their bubbles over here in this corner. I'm gonna go ahead and put those on top of the activity cabinet. There's not really a good space to put those because they don't fit inside the art cabinet and there's no more room anywhere else. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean up this corner, but this is going to be designated for our new art easel, the one that folds up. Last year, I purchased a Bissell carpet shampooer, and I decided to go with this handheld one because you can use it on your couch, you can use it in your car, you can use it on your rugs, your carpets, you can just use it for spot cleaning. I was going to get an upright carpet shampooer, like the vacuum cleaner style one, but then I was like, you know what, this one will be more beneficial for me as a mama with littles. If they spill juice on the couch, or if my toddler's diaper leaks, or whatever the case, I will be able to clean it up. So I like to go in with my Shout sometimes if there is heavy stains. I'll just spray my Shout laundry stain fighter, let it sit for a minute, and then I'll go over it with my shampooer, and it works so good. I will definitely link my Bissell down below in the description box. I recently used this shampooer on my couch because Jackson's diaper leaked. This boy chugs juice, y'all. I will give him a cup and he will chug it and then request more. And I will try to make him wait a little while because I know he's just going to chug that second cup too. Like, boy, you are not that thirsty. But this boy will chug juice and then his diaper fills up so fast. We are trying to potty train, but recently he has backtracked and he does not want to go potty. So mamas, I need all the tips for potty training backtracking. He cries and does not want to get on the potty now, so we are taking a little bit of a break from potty training. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and shampoo this rug. I've had it for I think a year, maybe longer. I'm not sure exactly when I got it, but I know I've had it for a while and I know I have never cleaned it. So the only thing I do is vacuum it. So I'm going to go over it with my shampooer, and I end up hanging it outside on my front porch to air dry later on. But it doesn't come 1000% clean, but it did get a lot of that dirt and grime up, and it did a really good job, and it definitely looked a lot better. So I have vacuumed the kitchen and the dining room, and I've shampooed my rug. Now we're going to head back into the dining room and mop the dining room and the kitchen. I'm not moving my table this time, but in my last few videos, y'all, I had to move my whole kitchen table and all the chairs out of the way because there is always jelly and food stuck to the floor under my kitchen table. This is where all 4 of my kiddos sit to eat dinner, and my husband and I sit at the little island in my kitchen. So for today, I'm just going to go ahead and mop around the chairs and the kitchen table, and I love the O-Cedar mop. I know that some people have said that they don't like it, but I love the O-Cedar, and I have been using this mop since my 7-year-old daughter was a baby. But I love it because I can scrape the floor. I just tilt it up on the side and it scrapes food off the floor. And I can also hit up the baseboards. So I'll just drag it along the baseboards as I'm mopping. And it just helps me keep my floors clean, my baseboards clean. And I mostly use this mop in my kitchen and my dining room.
Too late now.
Next, moving on to the living room. So we always have blankets in my living room, as most families I'm sure do. When you have little kids, you've got blankets laying all over your couch, your pillows everywhere. So I like to hide these when I'm cleaning up in cute baskets. And my biggest tip for organizing is using baskets around your house. I prefer to use wicker baskets and wooden baskets, like wooden organizers. And sometimes, like in cabinets or hidden places like dresser drawers, you can get away with using those plastic white baskets that are not that aesthetic. But for storing my couch blankets, I have 2 baskets underneath my end tables, and I just fold the baskets up and shove them in there, and it hides the blankets, it hides clutter. I have baskets in my living room for toys. Baskets in general just hide the clutter and make the space look so much better. I have never had a coat closet, a closet when you walk in the front door and there is a closet to hang jackets and put your shoes in and your umbrellas and all those kinds of things. I have never lived anywhere, I don't think, that has had a coat closet, except for I do remember when I was like 9 years old. We did live in a house for like a year that did have one. But that was the only house that I remember having a coat closet. I would love to have a coat closet where we could just hang all of our jackets, put all our shoes in there on the shoe bench, and hide it away in the closet. It would definitely look so much better. But we do live in a small house that does not have a coat closet. We also don't have a linen closet. We are lacking closets, okay? So I just put shoe bench by the front door, and by my back door I have a shoe mat for whenever we come in, we can just put our shoes on the mat and on the shoe bench. And sometimes we just leave our shoes outside on the porch, like when we come in from our pool and our shoes are wet or dirty or muddy or grass all over them, we just leave them outside on the porch until they are dry. And though the shoe bench does not look super aesthetic, it is very useful. And I do have a rule when it comes to our shoe benches: no more than 1 to 2 pairs of shoes on the shoe bench per person. So if you come in from outside and you slide your shoes off on the shoe bench and there's already another pair there, you can take the other pair that you're not wearing and go ahead and put those up. We do keep all of our shoes in our bedroom closets. The boys have a shoe organizer that I'm going to share with y'all in a little bit. For my girls' room, my teenager keeps her shoes under her dresser, lined up in a row, and my 7-year-old keeps her shoes in a basket in the closet. The boys' organizer is a stackable one. It's for smaller shoes. I wouldn't recommend it for anything bigger than toddler or maybe 5 years old and under, like small shoes. And then for mine and my husband's shoes, we have shoe organizers in our closet on either side. Like he has his side of the closet with shoes and my side of the closet has shoes. So we do try to keep our shoes put away in the closet, but it's just very convenient when we're coming in and out for the shoes we're currently wearing to just keep those by the door. So I'm going to go ahead and make up my bed. It just makes me feel more productive and better when I make my bed. It doesn't happen every day, but I love when my bed is made up. So we're going to go ahead and tackle my room. We're going to tidy up my nightstand, tidy up the room a little bit, and go put a few things away. And also I have these hooks in my closet. So I know we all know about the over-the-door hooks, but the ones that I have from Amazon are so awesome. I have one in my girls' room on the back of their door also for my teenager to hang up all of her coats and her hoodies, the ones that she's currently wearing. The other ones go in the closet. She can hang up her purses and her night robe. And I have one in my closet for my husband and I, and we hang up our hats and my purses and just our bags and things. And it is so useful and so helpful. The traditional over-the-door hooks only have like 4 or 5 hooks, and the ones that I have multiple, and it's also really aesthetic looking. Another really great storage idea for a small home is getting one of these benches to go at the foot of your beds in your home. If you can put them in your kids' room for a toy box or to store extra sheets and blankets. I don't have very much room for one in my kids' rooms, but I love using one in my room. I keep all of the extra sheets and pillowcases and blankets, and we don't really have a bunch of extra comforters because I literally have nowhere to store those. Maybe under the beds if I decide that I do want to keep an extra comforter. But as far as my foot bench, I do have the vacuum seal bags as well, and I need to actually get those out and use them because I have fall sheets that I'm not currently using. I have a Christmas throw blanket in there, and I know that I could put those in the vacuum seal bags and they flatten them and make even more space. I have shared ordered my kids' hair caddy multiple times. I keep all of my 3 littles' hair stuff in here, all the hair bows, hair brushes, hair products. That way on school mornings or when we're in a rush, everything is in one place. I'll just grab their hair organizer and line them up and do all their hair real quick, and it saves so much time from running around digging through the bathroom looking for stuff. I got the hair organizer caddy from the Dollar Tree. A huge tip I can give you if you live in a small house is definitely get an over the toilet cabinet. In both of my bathrooms in my house, we have a small sink vanity, and I have 4 kids, so in the kids' bathroom all they have is that one tiny vanity. So I got an over the toilet cabinet for their bathroom to put all their toothpaste and toothbrushes and things in. We don't have any drawers or anything in the bathrooms, so the over the toilet cabinets work so good. As far as my laundry room, as I said, we don't have a linen closet, so the 2 cabinets over the dryer are for basically a linen closet. I use those to put all of our towels in and my handheld vacuum cleaner, and then over on the left side is mostly for my laundry room stuff. So all of my laundry detergents and things like that go over there. So I just kind of split the laundry room in half, and then over to the right of my washer and dryer is where I store my shampooer, my cedar mop, my step ladder, and my pop-out laundry baskets. The pop-out laundry baskets are such good space savers, so you don't have a bunch of full-size laundry baskets sitting around in the way. Also, the laundry organizer I use, it has 3 sections. I use one for towels, one for both of my girls' clothes, and one for both of my boys' clothes. And then mine and my husband's clothes just goes in our closet. And this way, whenever the baskets get full, I can see them and know what needs to be washed and when. And as far as in my boys' closet, I have this shoe stacker organizer that I got from Target. It's actually 2 pieces, and I just stack them up to put their shoes in. And next we're moving on to my girls' room. I'm not going to show much of my teenager side of the room today. We're going to focus over here on my 7-year-old side of the room. My teenager was cleaning her side of the room, and I was kind of cleaning up my 7-year-old's side of the room. So I wanted to show y'all these floating shelves. So these are good for putting your books up there, for letting your kid put their action figures up there, or whatever you want. I highly recommend floating shelves. I also have some in my boys' room for just some cute decorations, books, things like that. I was feeling very overwhelmed at this point because when you have multiple kids sharing a room, 2 or more, things can pile up and feel so overwhelming. So in my girls' closet, I have my 7-year-old's toy box that's overflowing, and then on the back of her door on the inside, I have some command hooks for hanging up dress-up clothes. Dress-up clothes is one thing that I have definitely struggled with. If you have a little girl that has lots of princess dresses and little purses, put some command hooks on the inside of the door and hang up their dress-up clothes and purses at their level so they can reach and clean them up. So I'm going to go ahead and go through this closet and get everything back to square one. She also has some totes under her bed for more toys, but for like the larger toys, I keep those in the closet in the basket. And then under the bed, she's got a tote that has like a flower garden puzzle set thing. And then she has another tote that has just all of her dollhouse stuff, all of her Barbie stuff. So we're going to go ahead and go through everything, and we're going to throw away some stuff and just get everything back to square one, organized. And I know that she appreciates it. My 7-year-old does clean up her own room, but sometimes mama has to come in and just reorganize everything and make sure everything has a home, so that when she is cleaning up, she knows where everything goes, and it just comes naturally to just put things back where they go. I have struggled with storage mostly in my girls' room because they just have so much stuff. I have the room split in half, where the right side is my teenager side of the room and the left side is my 7-year-old side of the room. So for stuffed animal storage, I just ended up going with the stuffed animal hammocks on both sides of the room for both of my girls. I have a piece of twine going across the wall, hanging up with tacks with some clothespins so that my 7-year-old can hang up her artwork on the wall, and she really loves that. But let's go ahead and get through these toys. My biggest tip when you have a bunch of toys in your small house, y'all, is to either declutter or do toy rotation, or both. I do both. I let my kids go through their toys and pick out some things that they just want to give to another kid to play with that they don't really play with, and we will only keep the things that we love and that we play with. And I will also put some toys away so there's not so much stuff out at once. fun fact, if you have a dollhouse and your little kid is not really playing with it anymore, move it to a different area of your home and set it up for them, and I promise they will play with it. So I had this dollhouse over in the corner between the closet and the vanity just because that's where it fits the best. But I noticed that Arabella doesn't really play with it much over there, so I decided to just move it over here on the rug so she could sit on the rug while she plays with her dollhouse. And it's out in the open, and it kind of looks like it's pulled out, but it's pushed against the bed, so it's kind of put away. But I noticed once I moved it here, she plays with it a lot more. So this is where I'm going to be keeping her dollhouse from now on so that she can sit on the carpet and play in it instead of having to go over there in the corner where she doesn't want to play, obviously. It just fit better over there, but she actually uses it over here in this space. So that's just a fun tip, really, with any toy. If you notice your kid's not playing with it, get it out, put it on your coffee table, your kitchen table, the living room floor, their bedroom floor, and set it up with all the little pieces, and they will start to play with it.
Never met someone like you, felt something like your touch. I wish we would have met tonight. Sure, I've had lovers in my past, won't lie, I've had a blast, but none of them had your humor. They can't compare, no one could ever do, nobody's close to you, yeah. One night's not fair, what can I say to make you never leave this room? I need you to stay a little longer, how about forever, yeah. I need you to stick around for later, how about forever, yeah. You feel so right now, it's in a lifetime.
So for the 14 hook coat rack that I have in my closet, I also have one on the back of my girl's door here for my teenager. So I'm just going to go ahead and take down all her hoodies, get those washed, and then we're going to hang those back up in the closet later. But I love this 14 hook organizer. It is so helpful, so useful for all the things. And for my 7-year-old's hair bows, I have this adorable little house organizer that I keep all her bows in. As far as like hair ties, I keep those in the hair caddy in my bathroom. But when we want to dress it up a little bit and grab a bow, I just keep them all in this little house. I will have that house link down below also. Again, check my Amazon storefront for all of my favorite things.
I need you to stay a little longer, how about forever, yeah. I need you to stick around for later, how about forever, yeah. You feel so right now, it's in a lifetime. I need you to stay longer, how about forever, yeah. How about forever, how about forever, yeah.
So now we are getting started on some dinner. Y'all, I have never made instant mashed potatoes before. I always make them homemade. I just like them. I have tasted the instant mashed potatoes before and I just don't like them. So anytime I'm making mashed potatoes, I always go the extra mile and make them homemade. So I will take about 5 or 6 large potatoes and I will rinse those off. I will peel them with my potato slicer. I'll chop them up, rinse them off again, and then I'll boil them for about 20-25 minutes or so, just until they're soft. Then I'll drain them, mash them up with my potato masher, and then I'll add in some butter, salt, pepper, and a little bit of milk. And I do like garlic mashed potatoes, but my kids don't, so I don't add garlic powder. But if your family likes garlic mashed potatoes, adding in some garlic and some chives is so good. But we also top our mashed potatoes with cheese and bacon bits, and it is so delicious. So for tonight's dinner, I'm making a hamburger pasta. This is not one of my favorite go-to recipes. It's just something quick and easy that I'm making for dinner tonight, so it is a dinner idea if you are in a rush. And if you don't like cream cheese, then I don't recommend this recipe. So I will have the way that I made this down below, but basically I'm just cooking my pasta, I'm cooking my ground beef, I'm adding in some onion, some cream cheese, some cheddar cheese, a little bit of milk. We're gonna mix that all up in one pot, and it is really good. And I'm gonna pair that with some mashed potatoes. I know it's too much starch when you do like mashed potatoes with pasta, but I was just really wanting some mashed potatoes tonight, so I'm just gonna make these on the side. And plus my teenager is super picky and she is not gonna eat this hamburger pasta, so she will eat some mashed potatoes on the side with some honey ham or something else with it. So I always just make sure she is eating healthy, and I always try to accommodate my entire family with everything that I make for dinner. So like if my teenager's not going to eat the pasta, I'm going to make sure she's going to eat at least one of the veggies or something. I just try to accommodate all of my kids, my whole family, with everything that I make for dinner so that everybody will eat something. So once I opened up my drawer next to the stove, I noticed how cluttered and messy my drawer is. This is where I like to keep all of my kitchen spoons, right next to the stove. And so I'm going to go ahead and reorganize everything a little bit better. And I wanted to show y'all these little measuring cups for a small space. They all click together, and I got those at Target for $3. There's always after dinner cleanup, so we're gonna go ahead and enjoy this dinner, and then we are gonna jump right into a little bit more cleaning. So behind my trash can was horrendous. It gets this way so fast, so I'm gonna go ahead and move my trash can. We're gonna sweep behind it. I'm gonna wipe down the baseboards, wipe up the floor, and wipe down the trash can. And while I had my stainless steel spray away cleaner out cleaning the trash can, I'm gonna go ahead, wipe down my refrigerator and my dishwasher also. And that's pretty much gonna sum up today's video. We started out with breakfast, spent the day taking care of the house, lots of homemaking going on. I hope y'all leave today's video feeling very motivated, and I will catch y'all next week on Monday for a brand new video.